Hello everyone. It's Teresa with Critters Crochet. Happy Tuesday. It is Tutorial Tuesday, and usually I'm not face to face with the camera for tutorials, but I wanted to share something with you because today's tutorial is pretty easy. It's not going to take very long for me to show you how to do this. It is the Herringbone Half Double Crochet. Sometimes it's called Half Double Crochet Herringbone, but anyway, it's a super simple, easy stitch that you will catch on to real quickly. So before I get to the actual tutorial of the stitch, I wanted to show you what came in the mail today. I got some happy mail and I'm so excited. I was not expecting this. This is a Happy Valentine's Day happy mail from Amy at Hooked on Wishing Crochet Amy. I'm so excited. She is so, Amy, thank you. You are so precious. Let me show you what she sent. She had a sweet little card wishing me or sweet little note wishing me a happy Valentine's Day. This is the neatest I've never seen. Look at that. It's like one of those what do you call it, the bracelet? So I will never, Amy, never ever again will I lose my ruler. While I'm crocheting, it'll stay on my arm. Yay! That is the most awesome gift I've ever gotten. Thank you. I love it. So I got this ruler, a cute little heart notepad that says, "Have a sweet Valentine's Day." That's sweet. A little paper heart doily. So cute. Oh, and some stickers. Let me show you the stickers. They're cute too. Let's see. Ooh, some little velvet hearts with well, I've got something popping up on my screen with a stitch marker on the back. Look at this cute little stitch marker. It's a key with a little flower attached to it. And let me fix, I'm sorry, I've got something that keeps popping up on my screen. So yeah, cute little key with a little flower and the light bulb shaped stitch marker that I will add to my stitch marker collection, and my sweet little note. I love it. Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Amy. Thank you so much for all of this. I appreciate it so much, and I love you, and you are amazing, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you for this, and thank you for thinking of me. That really means a lot, and I am loving this. So what I also got in the mail was my February subscription box from Hooks and Needles. It actually got here quickly this time. No holdups at the post office with this one. So my Hooks and Needles crochet subscription box. And again, I love how they put your yarn dreams begin here. I think that's so neat. So here's what we got in the February box. I haven't even started making the project for the other box, but hey, it's going to be okay. But what they have for us this month to make, and you don't have to make what comes in the box, the pattern, you can take the yarn and make something else. But I love this pattern. Look at that scarf. Is that not pretty? That is gorgeous. It's called Romantic Crochet Scarf is what they call it. Here's another picture of it laid out. The Romantic Crochet Scarf. Looks like it's pretty easy and will go together really well. So that is the project for February. And inside it, they talk about the yarns. This is, and I'm going to open it to that so I can read to you. Oh, they also do, I love how they put little how-tos in their book, and this month is how to undo stitches and fix mistakes without frustration. I love that. So I'm going to have to read up on that. But the yarn that they sent me 2 little cakes of this yarn. It's the Natura Ballata, and it's Get Ready to Fall in Love with Yarn of the Month. Natura Ballata, a premium blend of 80% merino wool and 20% linen. This mix strikes a beautiful balance, giving you both the cozy warmth of wool and the light, airy feel of linen. This wool is super soft. It's not scratchy. It's not itchy. It's just really soft. These are made by Portuguese artisans. Let's see what else. It's a 50-gram skein, 153 yards, and it's paired up with a size 4.5 crochet hook. And it's a 3 lightweight yarn. Let's see. What does all this mean? Hand wash. Hand wash, do not dry. So it's a hand wash, and you just lay flat to dry, as I'm assuming. So that's the yarn, and we got two cakes of that. We got, and I guess they just send 2. That's just their norm, but I got 2 4.5 millimeter crochet hooks with it, and my favorite kind of scissors, a pair of the Stork scissors. I love these scissors. They cut so well, with effortlessly cut through your thread and your yarn, and they just stay super sharp for a very long time, and they're so pretty. So scissors, hooks, and yarn, and I am ready to make a scarf. I am going to, the last weekend in this, not this weekend, but next weekend, I'm heading to youth conference with our youth group from church, and it's in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So that's about a 6-hour drive for me. So guess what I'm taking with me and working on the way to Gatlinburg. This will go with me, and that pocket scarf that I'm working on. That's all going to go with me. So we have the directions for the scarf. And again, I love their patterns because they are full of pictures, and I absolutely love that they're full of pictures. And then at the end, they have a section called Crochet Your Way to Success, and they talk about how to gain revenue from your crochet business, building your brand, the digital world, how to get the most from that, how to cultivate networks and collaborations, and how to invest in your passion. So I'm excited to work on that. So yeah, I love this subscription box. Shannon from the Spoonie Stitcher turned me on to this, and I am so glad she did, because I love everything that comes in it. So that's what I got in the mail today. I'm so excited. So now we're heading over. I'm going to head over to the table, and we're going to start this tutorial for the herringbone double crochet. So I'll be right back, and I'll meet you over at the table to start this stitch. So get your hook and get your yarn. I'm using a 5 millimeter hook and a 4-weight yarn. So you just get the yarn and hook of your choice and meet me over at the table. I'll see you back here in just a minute. Hello everyone. We are back at the table ready to start our tutorial for today. And again, we are doing the herringbone half double crochet or half double crochet herringbone, whichever way. There's 2 different ways that they talk about this, but it's really neat. This is a really neat concept of how to get that slanted herringbone stitch look. This is, let me look here. This is the right side of the fabric, and this is the wrong side of the fabric. I really like the looks of either side, so it could be very reversible. But what I really love is it's not thick. I'm using a 4-weight, so it really depends on the weight of the yarn that you use. You could use a bulky 5 to do this stitch, would be pretty, but I love the definition in this stitch. This is just a regular 4-weight yarn. I believe it is the I Love This yarn. I didn't have a label on it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But anyway, there's a really unique way to make this stitch. You do not need a multiple, just any stitch count you want that would be good for the length. Any stitch count, any count for the chain. There, I will get this out correctly in a moment. The count for your chain, there's no multiple. You just chain however many chains you need for the size of your project. And then when you get the length that you want, add 2 more chains to that. So with that said, we are going to get started. And I am going to go ahead and get my yarn on my hook and make my chain, and I will be right back as soon as I get my chain made. All right, guys, we are back and my chain is made. I've just chained 15, and now I'm going to add the 2 at the end. So 15 and plus 2. We're just doing a small little sample, so I didn't make my chain very long. But remember, you're chaining the number of chains you need to make the length that you want for your project. It's not a multiple, but just remember to add 2 more chains at the end when you finish your chain. And those 2 chains are going to help with the height of the herringbone double crochet. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to the 3rd chain from the hook, which is, you don't count, remember, you don't count the loop on your hook, but you count 1, 2, 3. And what we're going to do is you're going to yarn over like you're going to do a half double crochet, insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, and you're going to have 3 loops on your hook, just like you do for a half double crochet. Then, and I want to adjust my light just a little bit here. It looks like maybe that's a little bit better. I don't know. But anyway, you have 3 loops on your hook. Now you're going to stop right there. You're not going to yarn over like you normally do for a half double crochet. What you're going to do, you're going to take that first loop right here, this first loop, and you're going to pull it through the second one. Whoops. And if you pinch right here and kind of pull, you can make room to get your hook in there. So pull that first one through the second one like that. You have 2 loops on your hook. Now you're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through those 2 loops. So what that does is pulling through that very first loop is what's going to help create that angle and that slant to your stitch. So let's do this again. Yarn over, go into your next stitch, yarn over, 3 loops on your hook, take that first loop, excuse me, take that first loop, pull it through the second loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And that's all there is to it, guys. It's so easy and simple. Now let me show you that again. Yarn over, go into your next stitch, next chain, yarn over, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, or don't yarn over. Take that first loop and pull it through the second loop, then yarn over and pull through 2. And once you get into a rhythm of this, I caught myself doing this. It's real easy to do some of these and then catch yourself just doing a regular half double crochet. So you really have to tell yourself, wait a minute. So you kind of, if you're first doing this, you might want to go yarn over, pull up a loop, stop. Tell yourself to stop. So you hesitate for just a minute, pull that through the first loop through the second loop, then yarn then yarn over and pull through the second. Okay, so we're going to do this all the way down this chain. First loop through the second loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go into your next stitch, pull the first loop through the second loop, yarn over and pull through 2. And you're going to do this all the way down, and I will meet you at the end of this chain and I'll show you what we're going to do for the second row. Okay, guys, I've finished all the way to the end of this chain. Now what you want to do is, for the next row, you want to chain 2, 1, 2, and turn your work. This chain does not count as a stitch. So our first stitch is going to go into the stitch right at the end of that chain, because this chain does not count as a stitch. So we're going to yarn over and go right into that first stitch, pull through our first one, pull through, yarn over and pull through. Do that again. I'm going to show you again. Take your first loop, pull it through the second loop, then yarn over and pull through the other 2. All right, so you're going to do that, and that's it. That's all you have to do for each row is it. Now let me show you, there's a little something that I want to show you at the end, and I'm just going to keep going until I get there because it's not going to take me that long to get there. But there's something I want to show you that happens, or what you're going to need to do when you get to the end of the second row, that's a little different than what you normally do. So let me Let me do this and get to the end of that row. I've got, let's see, yeah, here we go. Just a few more stitches left. All right, we're coming to the end. Now, here's what I want to show you. This is the chain. And remember, I told you that it does not count as a stitch, so we're not going to crochet into that. This will be the last stitch on your row. You will not chain into this chain 2 because it doesn't count as a chain. All right, so let's put our last stitch in here. Go through, yarn over, pull through. And see, it does not get bulky and crazy looking. Let's do 1, 2, and let's turn our work. It's still going to, now after you've done, it's still going to have even rows, even sides. It's not going to get all wonky because you're not going into that final stitch. And even if it does, when you finish your project and you put a border on this, you're not going to be able to see it if it is a little wonky. So let me show you. I'm going to do some half double crochets, herringbones on this row, and I'll meet you back at the end of row 2. But remember, go into that first stitch because the chain 2 doesn't count, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm at the end of row 2. Now remember, this is our chain 2. We don't crochet into it because it's not a stitch. So this is my last stitch for that row. I'm going to yarn over, pull up 3 loops, put the first loop through the second loop, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. Now you can see, and let me show you on the sample I did before. You really don't have that much wonkiness. There's a couple little, you know, where it sticks out just a little bit right here. But like I said, when you put a border on this, it's not going to show up. And you know what? I kind of like, the more you get, the more you'll see this, but it almost gives like a little wavy look to the edge, and that's kind of neat. So if I was making a scarf, I might just leave that edge looking just like this and not cover it up, because I think I like that little wavy look to it. But each his own. You do what you want to do with your project. But that's all there is to it, guys, with the herringbone. Just remember, chain 2, turn your work, go into that first stitch, go in, yarn over, and bring up like you're doing a half, but stop. Bring that first loop into the second loop, and then yarn over and pull through 2. And that's all there is to the herringbone half double crochet. So I hope you've enjoyed this. As always, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below, and I will answer any questions you have. If you would like to learn more about crochet and you have not hit that subscribe button yet, I encourage you to do that and hit that notification bell so you are notified every time I have a video to come up. And join me here each Tuesday for Tutorial Tuesday. Next Tuesday, I will be showing you how I crochet and put together earrings. I've had some interest in people wanting to learn how to do that, so we will do a crocheted earring next Tuesday. So I will see you guys tomorrow for Wearable Wednesday. I hope you have a beautiful Tuesday, a fantastic rest of your day. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.